here, and welcome back. It has been a long time coming. So, main thing I want to let you guys know, sorry if you guys hear the Xbox 360 in the background. There's no way I could stop that. That and my PlayStation 3 sound like fucking engines going off. Some other bullshit. But what we're mainly doing is welcoming back. You know, it's been a long time since I've been here with you guys, so just wanted to let you know, welcome with everything here. And then this video, like you see in the title, is how I basically took my draft picks and transitioned them into better draft picks. So now I'm in season 2 already, so I can show you what I did last year, or how I finished a season ago. So if I go there. So I already did the 11 and 12 season here, so let me see something. Alrighty, so I already did a year, but I do have a picture of the picks that I finessed and everything. But a season ago, we were actually the best. So we were 49 and 33, as you can see. Now the other thing was, the season before that, we finished with 16 wins, I believe, with trading all of my players and everything away. And then we went from the worst in the division to the best, right? The other thing is the draft picks that we took. So I think I have to go here. So as you can see, the current picks. First round selections. I don't know what it is. It's if you play 2011 or 2K11, they're really highly guarded about draft picks. And then if you play 2013, the same thing. But in 2012, they don't care about the draft picks because they're expecting like a win now, and then they overplay shitty players and all that stupid shit. But as you can see, I only have 3 picks total next year, while I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this year myself. I think I've gotten the Timberwolves pick like 3 straight years in a row. But I'll show you the picture, and I finessed the draft this way. I had in both seasons here, like 5 to 7 of the top 10 picks in the draft coming into the draft lottery. So the second season this year, I actually had the 1st, 2nd, projected 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 14th. And you can see that picture there. It was flipping crazy. The season ago, before that, I was supposed to have like the same type of draft picks, but the second pick actually went to the Bobcats, and they got the second pick, and I got I got the 1st and 2nd pick, and then I was supposed to have the top 3 picks, but I think the 2nd pick went to the Bobcats or something. I ended up getting the 5th pick that time. So here's a look at the roster. So I got Andre Iguodala on trade. I brought in Michael Beasley in the offseason this year, and then I traded him straight up for Andre Iguodala. And then, I'm sorry, that was last season. So I traded for Michael Beasley in the first year I took this association. Traded him for Andre Iguodala, and since I didn't have really a good passer at the time, he was playing point guard for the most part. Or no, he must have been this year. And he's now become our shooting guard. Then I made a trade with some draft picks to get a guy from the Kings, Everett Love, who just finished as the Rookie of the Year, putting up 18 points, 5 assists, and stealing half a game on some good shooting skills there. And then I brought back Willie Warren and Nick Gregory there as my guys. I mean, Warren gives you a little bit of star trade ability, but that's about it. And then with the first pick this year, I took Manny Cruz. I originally was not planning on keeping Iguodala around, mainly because I liked how Manny Cruz was supposed to develop, and I ended up selecting him. So I got both of them now on it. And then this was my first player, or here's my 2nd pick in the first off season, Randolph Williamson. As you can see, a 6'11" small forward. Now I have played him at power forward occasionally, and he did okay, but he's mainly, anywhere, and you can play him anywhere. He's obviously better in the post, so he probably would play better at the power forward, but I'll show you why. Then there was a guy I really liked that same year, but the Clippers took him. Benjamin Horton, same type of prospect, a little bit worse off, but he's also 7 foot. So the same type of thing with these guys. And then this year, I took Julio Haley in the 3rd round. 7 foot guy again. And then we took Jeffrey Francis this year as well in the 9th pick. So there's the 3rd and 9th pick there. Then at power forward, at center, here's my 1st round pick a season ago. So Randolph Williamson and Ronnie Madison became the 2 number 1 choices I had. Now he's mostly a rebounder right now. He's got his shot mid is getting better. 3-point's still not there, and he's got a good block, a decent enough block. He's an amazing rebounder. And then you might have already seen it though. Brian Loins, he was supposed to have like A+ potential. I think he still has it. He's got that potential, but he hasn't done much for us. I mean, he's putting in. I mean, in his first season, he put up 10 minutes a game. He had 10 minutes a game, but he didn't put up shit worth numbers. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to keep him around. And then, I know you already saw him or will be seeing him, Scott Chapman. And there's one reason I brought this man in. Could you guess what it is? Of course, he's 7'6". I brought him out. And, I mean, he's got the same qualifications, too. He would be fucking ridiculous, man. He's got a great block. It reminds me of Drew Crook I had out here. But I'll show you real quick how fudged up this looks, man. I'm going to bring him out into the freestyle. But this was mainly how I did it. Right now I got the 8th best defense and 8th overall. Offense is but I would take my pick, go to propose to trade or trade finder. No, I wouldn't even take my pick. I'd go over to a team, and I think I first started off with the Bulls. I knew they were going to be good, but I took their picks because I could always trade those later on for shittier teams. And I would take theirs, and all they would want would be a 2nd round pick next year or a 1st round, and they would give me both of their 1st rounds. Like, easy money. So I would do that. And then the same thing happened with everything. Yeah, but here's how big this man looks. I mean, granted, like, that far away, but he's still fudging tall as shit. But obviously slow as shit, too. This is when I wish you could still create, like, 7'6", 7'7", like, up to 8 foot motherfuckers. But the highest they let you go is 7'3" and 15, 2K15, and then the 7'2" other shit, and all the games suck. Right now, my favorites is probably 15 for... it depends. 15 for the my career, because although it has a cap for you, you have a better chance. Like right now, I have a 7'3" point center, where his passing accuracy is at 90, maxed out, ball control is at 80, and I'm almost maxed out his speed about 80, and with all like the 90s dunks and all that shit. So my guy's an athletic fucking 7'3". I entered him in the dunk contest, and I should have seen this. Or I should show you this, guys, but I entered him in the dunk contest. This motherfucker would dunk the ball. He wouldn't even dunk the ball. I mean, if you looked at him, he would lay it in. Because he would jump up over the rim, and then the ball would just float into the dang basket. It was amazing. And then, after that, for my GM, I think I would have to go with 16, mainly because of the draft classes sucked. Like, the draft classes were awful from that year. And then the player progression also sucked from the off season. But the amount of players you could trade for, the young, nice talent I liked in the game, and you didn't have to give up too much. Plus, the salary crap worked out in our favor too. That's what I did. Otherwise, 18 had a better 2K18 had a better progression rating, but they also had a lot of high ego motherfuckers. Like, I chose the Brooklyn Nets, and I love Spencer Dinwiddie's ability to pass, and his crossover when I played with him was fantastic. But if he wasn't playing because, you know, D'Angelo Russell was a better player than him, he would get really agitated and cranky that he wasn't the one producing and playing minutes on it. So he always wanted the starting spot, and I was just flipping annoying as hell to do. That was a longer minute than I really expected, but you know, finessing the draft in 2 seasons. Now, again, I went 49 in whatever the hell it was, 33. I lost in the first round of the playoffs a season ago. So starting this year, we'll see how it all goes. I simulate most of the games. I play like probably 10 entirely. I play on, I think, Superstar, but I also play with a little bit of advantage because, you know what, I don't really like losing and I don't really like tryharding. So from 3, I think I have like an 80, like a 79 to 80 rating out here. So anybody that has a pretty decent shot will knock one down, like multiple times. Like watch this, boom. He drains that, and he's got a 30. So you see how that works? The one thing I hate that they changed in NBA afterwards. I mean, don't get me wrong, the I like doing the shot stick, making people pump fake, doing all that crazy stuff. But in 2K11, which was the favorite, was the hop step. But I have to say, going into the post is probably easier button to do. And you can still do a hop step yet. I just, you know, half the time I keep forgetting how the hell I do it. That's obviously not going to happen. The only problem is if you barely press the right analog stick, you'll do a half spin. Alright, hey, yo, dude, I need you to do a hop step. See? Like that. And 11, it was just one button. You press Y, you make somebody go out of their seats, and then you drain a shot. Yeah, sorry about this for being so long. I'll probably chop it down. But yeah, that's how I wanted to share with you. Thanks so much for watching out and listening, and